Hello everyone, myself Minhaj Ahmed. This video I want to share with you some investments and business ideas that you can start during this crisis that may allow you to build something brand new that you can never thought possible. Before to get, we need to talk about what is happening right now. Recent data has shown that unemployment is all-time high as WHO has declared coronavirus a global pandemic with more than 5 billion people around 190 countries and other major events were cancelled. Probably it is the most difficult time for the economy after the World War II. Due to lockdown or travel restrictions, business is coming to an abrupt level due to lockdown, and it's a question how to deeper this recession will be or how long it will be. The economy will be contract or downturn started for the first time at the end of the cultural revolutions. It comes in the day government pumping around billions in the economy to fight that downturn, spread of the epidemic picking up speed in the world and causing more damages in the entire world. The impact of Covid-19 pandemic is hurting global economy fluently. As per the World Bank reports that we are facing around $8.8 trillion fall in the economy global. The scenario of the empty streets during COVID-19 has made people to work from home, but not all the companies have online network to operate, such as small businesses like restaurants, like small industry efforts to deliver at our doorstep, but not completely successful in their business plans. Countries has imposed lockdowns to prevent this virus to spread quickly that refuse to ban all the public restaurants, tourisms, gatherings that makes them a difficult time in their previous time. Or companies of oil, tourisms, restaurants, small businesses, or even some large business in this world making some efforts to prevent their businesses to stand firmly in the market. As global crisis damaging most of the businesses, but on the other hand, it's helping for some businesses. Technology plays an important role when you have to work at home. Online meetings has grown rapidly in the market. Zoom company has risen up to 40% to their market shares in February. Similarly, the demand of movies, dramas or seasons to watch at home has been increased in much numbers, as most of the people love to have YouTube, Netflix on their screens. According to the experts of Bank of America, 50% of services business is growing. E-commerce, Amazon, Netflix, Disney Plus, etc. World is converting as a digital businesses. Online businesses is growing very effectively. According to the experts, Amazon is hiring 75,000 further employees due to increasing in businesses which exceed number of employees at 1 million. Netflix and Disney Plus has new subscription of almost 70 millions in just 3 months. As concerned about interest rate, how interest rate impact on stock market, gold and various things, and why the countries are applying a less interest rate due to COVID crisis. As concerning about interest rate for helping business, world central banks has cut interest rates. This put the central banks among the world to ease the policy, and the reserve / its benchmark rates as America concerns is at working 0% interest rate, and England is at 0.1% and Australia is at 0.2%. As about further concerning about Asia's countries, China, India, Pakistan, they have already slashed their interest rate due to COVID-19. As China is concerned, they are working on 3.75% interest rate, and India is at 4%. And about concerning about Pakistan, it is working on 8% due to this economic crisis in this world. Following the spread of the COVID-19, risky assets and commodity prices have fallen sharply. Financial market uncertainty have reached extreme levels. Disruption in supply chain or cash flows are most acute for small businesses, and this economic will affect demand and supply in the economy. That's why central banks are acting or reducing their bank rates. This action will help support net cash flows of borrowers during a period enduring which economic activity is likely to disrupt it. Reduction in interest rate will help to support confidence, add cash flows of businesses and households, and to reduce cost and to improve the availability of finance. Impact on stock market. Actually, what is the impact on stock market about less interest rate or higher interest rate? If the interest rate is low as comparison with higher interest rate, due to interest rate is cost of using someone else's money, interest rate is refills by the federal banks on which bank borrow or lend money to each other. Borrowing and lending money has impact on entire economy, including stock markets. As a speculator, it is vital to comprehend the connection between the loan cost and securities exchange. The federal banks changing loan cost to control expansion. Basically, the federal banks build the rate to diminish cost gracefully. At the point when the loan cost go up into the progressively costly to get cash. The inverse is valid too. When the financing cost go down, it makes obtaining cash a lot simpler, which prompts all the more spending. Stock markets ain't damaged, but it's not dead. In terms of losses, stock market started from very higher point. So US losses 30%, third of its value gone. And India, Pakistan and other countries has different figures, but there are most of the values still there. Governments are pouring money into the pandemic. For instance, federal banks set up pretty much to buy in any security that's out of their buy to pump cash into the market because people will invest in different markets, so interest rate further decline to help others. What about concern the interest rate impact on gold market? When the value of international currency will decrease due to investors hedging against inflation. As the pressures settle on gold as aspect of the investors' trust with a decrease of interest rates or decrease in foreign currencies values. Gold prices are rose in Tuesdays as fear of inflation drove investors to save haven assets. The most active gold contract for June delivery was traded at $1,750 per ounce. 4% increase of gold so far this year due to safe investment as considered by investors due to less interest rate of reserve banks. Investors are rushed to go with gold investments that inflation will go up at the end of the year. More prices are expected to continue rise with no stimulus measures aside, and expect its price of gold will rise at $1,900 at the year end. I really hope this video will really helpful for you, for your investments, for your finance in this pandemic crisis. The world is never ever be ended. The world is remain same for us. There is a loss of opportunities. You have to learn something from this pandemic as opportunity or use it how to expand. This world needs leader, and this happens to be a time when that's what we need most. If the world is gonna get better, it's going to be up to you. That's a big ask during a devastating pandemic and terrible recession that our communities already feel a lot of pain, that most of us really painful with this pandemic. But it's your world to shape now. Whatever you release it or not, you have more talent and more resources than any other generating of change makers. You have got so many of us who are believe in you and who will support you in every situation, in every place. Thank you very much. I hope you would like this video and it will really helpful for you in this situation or in your further investments. Please stay home, stay safe, think of others. Thank you very much.